Level 12.
We have just received word that the Sprawl forces have successfully pushed back the enemy. While some of the invading forces still remain just outside of the Sprawl, the remainder of the Petrardian detachment has been defeated or is retreating. While it is still too soon to declare victory, things are finally trending in the right direction. You probably can't tell by my voice, but I am very happy. We will be keeping this channel clear for further updates.
Well, at least we won the war.
Well, that's great to hear. Maybe things can finally start to get back to normal.
Define normal. Yeah, we're gonna be less nice this time.
What the hell are you two doing in my bedroom? Get out of here!
Yeah, you're in a preteen girl's room.
Lil, don't be rude. Cecil was sent to find you.
Sorry for the intrusion, but this is official business. I was sent by Queen Desdemona herself to retrieve the Chronometer 3000 device.
Not gonna happen.
Never heard of it.
Isn't it the little doohickey that zapped me that one time?
Oh, Hamish doesn't get it.
Oh, right, that. Thanks, Dad. But I'm not just gonna give it to you, Cecil. Dr. B gave it to me, and it's my job to protect it.
Yep, Dr. B trusted us.
Well, my instructions are to bring you with me to the war room if you don't comply.
Then I guess we're going to the war
Then
room.
it sounds like I'm coming with you, Cece.
Don't call me that.
Cece.
I'm coming too. I know you got fired, but does that mean I did too? Should I be at work right now?
If you have to ask that.
Fine. Dad, suit up.
What makes you think I've got a suit?
Right. Let's go.
Off to the war room.
Ah, there she is, Your Majesty, Lilith, the Gate Guardsman.
Yes, Lilith. I see you chose not to simply hand over the Chronometer 3000 as requested.
Not gonna happen.
No, she did not. Stubborn as a mule, gets it from her mother. And I'm her dad, Hamish. Hello, Your Majesty. I'm here to inquire about getting my gate guard gig back.
Priorities.
Silence.
Hey, where's Stryker? And Ash and Malcolm? Shouldn't they be here advising you?
Her Majesty grew tired of them working in the shadows against her. By now, they should be a few miles outside of our borders, or rotting in the dungeon waiting to be hanged by their traitorous necks. I honestly forgot which lever I pulled.
Yeah.
That's enough. Lilith, the Chronometer 3000 handed over now.
Is that an Atari controller? No.
No.
I beg your pardon?
I said no. Do you need me to repeat it?
Dr. B entrusted me with the Chronometer 3000 to test it out at the guard shed, so I could make sure that only the right people would make it into the sprawl.
A position you sullied with your own personal agenda and no longer hold. You do not need the chronometer any longer. Tyronius does.
What personal agenda? Everyone was using me for their personal agenda.
I'm sorry, does that mean there's an opening?
Priorities, Hamish.
How dare you interrupt Her Majesty, you useless, pathetic nobody guardsman!
Hey, now. So I am still a guardsman.
Enough of this. Guards, lock the doors. They are not leaving until they hand over the chronometer 3000.
Yeah, where's Dr. B?
Nobody's doing anything with a chronometer until I hear from Dr. B.
Unfortunately, the good doctor is indisposed. There was a small mishap at the dig site, and let's just say she fell to her death.
But did you see her fall?
What? You killed Dr. B?
Well, she was hanging at the edge of that pit when I left her, so who can say?
Your Majesty, are you hearing this? Desdemona, snap out of it!
She can't help you now, child. The Athanatos Amulet of Total Mental Sublimation is among the oldest magic in the world, and its spell is not easily broken.
Except by the power
Only
of
the
love.
power of true friendship can release the spell's hold.
Lil, help me.
Breaking free.
My friend.
What? I didn't know you two were friends. Shit. Okay, new plan. Give me the chronometer 3000 now, or I'll kill you.
That's not really enticing.
Why do you even want the chronometer anyway? The war is over. Petrard is lost. The Sprawl is coming out on top.
But at what cost? It's about more than just winning or losing the battles. It's about the lives lost regardless of the outcome.
Someone has a really tragic backstory.
So much wasted life, and for what? With the power of the chronometer 3000, I can do better.
No, you
I can
can't.
assure that this war will never begin in the first place. Nobody has to die.
Time paradox one-on-one. If you adjust one thing, like 10 other things fall out.
You know what?
There's
that actually
reasons
sounds
why
like the right
things
thing to
happen.
do.
And with more people alive, it means more smaggle slaves to serve under my foot as I lead the dark magic users of the Mages Guild to domination and eternal glory.
And that's gonna be a no for me.
And that's where you lost me.
All I have to do is go back and kill the leader of the Goblin Liberation Army before he can interrupt the wedding ceremony.
But the war wasn't started because Desdemona married Chuck. It's because she didn't choose Prince Phineas. Nobody has to die.
True, but where's the fun in that?
I can't let you do this. Dad, let's get out of here.
But the doors and the guards.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but hold my hand.
There it is, the chronometer 3000. Give it to me!
That is a bright light.
What happened? Where am I? The palace. Oh, the wedding. But it's not the same. Desdemona's gonna marry Praetor Kargan, and there's that bastard Tyronius, and he's got my chronometer. What is he gonna do?
I now pronounce you married. You may now kiss.
Oh my god, Dad! No! No, 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 no!
I've been pincushioned with arrows a few times in my
Not
day.
gonna lie, this is really sad.
But this time they hit something important. To think I've lived through a whole war only to die at a wedding.
They just have such a wholesome
Lil,
relationship.
I'm sorry I failed you. I love you, Lil.
Though, in this timeline,
Dad? Don't do this to me.
this could be the start
This
of
can't be
Lil's
happening.
villain arc.
Dad, please, come back.
Or the reason what her tragic backstory for starting out on an adventure.
rat. Even without that infernal goblin interfering, things still escalate. This won't do at all. Oh well, off to another timeline with more favorable variables.
Oh, God, what? Dad, you're alive!
What? I'm unarrowed? What's going on?
That's got to be really freaky to have become deceased in one timeline and then wake up in another timeline and you're fine.
I don't have time to explain.
I'm sorry, I'm inconveniencing you?
No tutorials.
I've got no time for another tutorial.
Yeah, just, you know what, stay here.
Just stay here.
Whatever you say, kiddo.
Select the Edward the official officiant if you need to advance to the next timeline. Okay, you kind of look a little possibly out of place.
I need your help. You see that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
Well, he's protected by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I know spells that might work, but I'm not technically licensed to cast it.
He sounds so whiny.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. There is a loophole. If the ancient elven hymn Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus is being performed, my license increases by 3 levels. Then I'd have no problem casting the spell for you.
What does the title of that elvish song mean?
No one knows.
Plot twist, it's actually Elvish
I'll
for
see what I
no
can
one knows
do.
the name of this song. Okay, so we've got to come over here to talk to the lady.
Excuse me, but do you take requests? Would you be able to sing Et Fici Pulmentum in Brachus?
Ah, a true connoisseur. No problem.
She is going to start singing.
Do you hear that?
Ah, I can feel the prohibitive and arbitrary restrictions placed on my spellcasting fading away. Behold.
Let's come over here and can we talk to him yet?
Now I've got you.
You meddlesome little smaggle. I should have done this long ago.
I guess not. With a single word and a flick of his wrist, Lil was reduced to a pile of ash by the evil mage Tyronius.
I guess I got excited. I can't go one-on-one with him. I need some backup.
Okay. Let's try that again.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I fighting?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
It's on.
Okay. Let's go over. Are you? Yeah, he's down there. Oh, there's Dr. B.
Can I borrow your glasses?
No.
Okay then.
Okay. I think that Lil would have probably
Gary,
seen
you're
Dr.
so
B and
good
been
in
like,
this
hey,
timeline."
you know, this is what's going to happen to you. And
How nice
that
of you
would have
to
been something.
say.
but if this isn't the timeline,
I
then
need your
it
help.
wouldn't go
See
through.
that necromancer by the altar?
I didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
That's two that
Well,
have
he's
not seen
protected
him
by
until
a
you
force field. Do
point
you
him
have a
out.
spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm pretty new at this, but I should have something. I just don't have enough mana stored up to cast it. But... Oh, I shouldn't say.
Say it, spell it.
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine, but you didn't hear it from me. The secret ingredient in Monty's soup is narcotics-grade pixie dust.
Somehow
That's
that
why
really
everyone
doesn't
around
surprise
here
me.
is so obsessed with it. It's really not all that great.
No, I bet
And?
it isn't.
And narcotics-grade pixie dust is a favorite of students at the Mages Guild because it gives them a major mana boost. Get me some soup, and I should be able to execute the spell.
You know, you'd think if I just gave Gary perhaps his wand. 'Cause I think I still have it. Yep, it's right there.
Thanks for choosing Monty's, home of the soup.
Thanks, Kelly. Let's go back. The ice melted in this one. And there you go.
That's some good sh**. I'm brimming with mana now,
Since
baby.
this one
At
doesn't
least
censor
I
us
hope that's
when
what I'm brimming with.
Tyronius says it.
Here goes nothing.
I think it's interesting that in this one, Desdemona and Sir Beverly are married. I bet this is the one that Sir Beverly would
Now
really
I've
like.
got you. Dad, give me a hand with this clown.
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
Game over. Unarmed, Hamish fell immediately to one of Tyronius's fatal spells. The mage then strangled Lil to death. That
I guess
escalated
Dad
quickly.
can't take him down unarmed. Let's see if I can do something about that.
Let's retry.
What are we doing up here?
I don't have time to explain, but I need to find you a weapon, and when I give the signal, I'm gonna need you to fight somebody.
No problem. I showed up pretty drunk and ready to go. Who am I fighting?
See that necromancer-looking guy? That guy.
Oh, that might be tough. He looks spry. I can try my best, but I'd feel better if I had some kind of weapon to protect you with.
Yeah, we're on it. Already ahead of you. The best person that's gonna have weapons is this
I don't
person.
have time to explain, but I need to borrow your weapons.
Not gonna happen.
It's really important.
Why?
We're gonna join the ballet.
I wanna join the ballet.
Well, in that case, take these. You'll need them.
If you face Tyronius with Hamish, he'll be equipped with this weapon. But I don't think... No, because he's still...
Ouch! What is that? Some kind of force field? I can't get anywhere close to Tyronius while it's up. Maybe there's someone who could help me disable it.
Yeah. And it looks like... Echo!
Echo! I need your help. See that necromancer by the altar?
I guess.
didn't until you pointed him out. How very strange.
That's 3 for 3
Well, he's
to say
protected
that.
by a force field. Do you have a spell or something that could help me with that?
I'm an old wizard, Lil. I don't know if I still have it in me.
Life or death?
This is a matter of life and death. Spill it.
Okay, fine. I need a shard of pure ice to complete this here magical elixir to cast the spell you need.
You're drinking what looks like a glass of straight vermouth.
Ice. You just want an ice drink.
That's right. My magical elixir.
Ice for your drink, and then you'll cast the spell. Great.
Absolutely.
Yep, absolute. That is it from vodka. Okay, let's grab some ice here. And now we can go back.
I got it.
Cheers, Lil. Bottoms up.
He drinks.
Now for the spell.
At least he's not so intoxicated that he can't do anything. All right.
Dad, now!
How's this for being a useless, pathetic nobody?
You continue to annoy me. Lightning!
Don't even think about it.
Yep.
Why, you meddlesome!
Now, Lil, get the doohickey.
Not
Get it,
before
Lil.
I go back one more time!
No!
Lil!
Better have a good reason for waking me up.
Dad, I just had the strangest... Wait a minute. Where am I? What happened?
This would actually be really awkward if this was just an entire dream from Lil.
Do you want the long version or the short version?
Don't be cute. I remember we were back in time at the royal wedding. Tyronius had the chronometer. You distracted him and I grabbed for it and...
And before I could even blink, we were right back where we started, in the war room with the princess. Except Tyronius wasn't there.
Wasn't
and
that
you were
actually the
unconscious.
queen?
You've been in bed for a week.
Or has she had the coronation?
You've been muttering some very strange stuff. A scary tree monster became a mayor? Ridiculous.
But true.
Tyronius wasn't there? What happened to him? And the war? And Desdemona?
And Dr. B.
There's someone waiting to see you who might do a better job of filling you in than me.
Hello, Lil.
Desdemona? You're being mind-controlled by Tyronius. You need to listen to me.
It's really me. I'm not under Tyronius' spell anymore.
Yeah, I hope we broke that necklace.
My dad said he disappeared when we came back from the past. What happened to him?
Nobody knows. As far as I remember, he tried to grab the chronometer from you, then in a flash of light, he was gone. There hasn't been a trace of him, or the device, since.
Is there a chance he still has it? Is he back in time right now, messing things up even more?
It's
That would be
doubtful.
horrible.
From what we understand from Dr. B's notes, once a chronometer has been synced to an individual's life force, it can prove disastrous to anyone else who tries to meddle with it.
So, Dr. B, she's really...
Yes. Unfortunately, she remains dead. When you reappeared without the chronometer, we lost the ability to go back and fix things, including the terrible things I may have said or done while under his control.
You know, we can work on that, but Dr. B missing is the bigger issue on that.
I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive me?
Aw, Lil's crying. I think the last time I said of course, so this time we're just doing this for some different reactions, so we're gonna say never.
Now that you mention it.
What she means to say, Your Majesty, is we are humbly grateful for allowing me to return to my post, and for personally taking such good care of Lil this week.
Priorities.
Of course, Hamish. But the Sprawl is grateful to your daughter, Lil, for all she has sacrificed to save it.
But the war, has it changed? Tyronius said that he was going back to kill Chuck and...
Chuck is alive and well, thanks to you. And our forces remain victorious. Since our victory, a number of the mages that were loyal to Tyronius have disappeared into hiding, but a few of the good ones have come forward and revealed that many of their ranks were working against Tyronius in secret.
Double agents.
And with the war won and Tyronius out of the way, they rallied together and declared Echo their new leader.
Him?
What? That stoner?
He was the only logical choice, surprisingly.
That's really kind of scary. If he was the best option.
What now?
Not to say that Echo isn't bad. He's just probably not all there sometimes.
What do you mean, what now?
Well, do you need me to unmask a goblin spy? Work the night shift? Harass any of your advisors?
Lil, don't you get it? It's over. You don't have to do any of that anymore. Let the grown-ups do their jobs. Besides, I don't want you to be a guardsman anymore. I'd like you to just be my friend.
You know, an advisor friend.
That sounds good to me.
Join me at the palace once you're feeling up to it. I'll have the kitchen cook up some tacos.
Tacos.
Finally!
Talk about fancy friends. She seems nice. I'd love to spend the day with you, but I've got a shift down at the guard shed. You can do whatever you want. Chill. Go play. Have that childhood you keep talking about. Or, you know, join me for another shift.
Are you kidding? Did you not see what we just went through? Me, a 12-year-old, given way too much responsibility, almost destroyed time and space. Why don't you do your own job for f***'s sakes? I'm going to have a f***ing childhood.
You said it, Lil.
Without the burden of Tyronius' amulet affecting her judgment, Desdemona became a great, kind, and fair ruler to the sprawl. Although the city was battered, it would not be broken, and her rule ushered in an unprecedented era of prosperity and innovation. The Queen and her royal consort Chuck made the brave choice to undergo couples counseling to work through the fallout from Desdemona's actions while under Tyronius' control. After a long absence from the public eye, the couple was spotted walking in the garden district, holding hands and laughing.
Got the same outcome for that one.
Soon after the Sprawl's victory, the Goblin Liberation Army was officially disbanded. It wasn't needed anymore. The Queen promoted a number of its leaders into positions in the City Council and the Guard Corps, and barring a few minor incidents, a more tolerant version of the Sprawl seems to be blossoming. On the final day of the war, a power-hungry Tyronius used the wicket on his 3 rival advisors. Thankfully, he was confused by the contraption and accidentally denied them instead of sending them to the dungeon. Ousted, they walked to the nearest tavern outside of the Sprawl and began to plot how to overthrow Tyronius and save the Queen. It wouldn't be necessary in the end, as Lil did their jobs for them, again, but the act of plotting over drinks really brought the trio together.
That's a possible sequel. The 3 of them.
Councilwoman Ash's power on the city council waned after the Sprawl's victory. As a result of the newly appointed non-human council members, she received a number of reprimands for her outdated and offensive attitudes towards goblins. She has been seen meeting with a number of wealthy and powerful merchant families in recent days, but her full intentions are not yet clear.
Yeah, they're clear.
After the war, Lieutenant Stryker tried to relax. She failed. Malcolm disappeared, as did a not insignificant sum from the palace treasury.
Figures.
Meanwhile, rumors out of Fireball Canyon tell of a new circus, the most outrageous and lavish circus the world has ever seen. The rumors also tell of its charismatic ringleader and the fish he wears on his belt.
Gee, I wonder where he got the startup funds for that.
Dr. Beatrix von Matterhorn's body was never recovered. Since her presumed death, Lil has been having the most vivid dreams of Dr. B, traveling through alternate versions of the sprawl. In these dreams, the lost scientist seems to be trying to tell her something, but Lil can never remember exactly what it is upon waking.
That would be a good sequel.
Lil and Hamish continue to live above the Twisted Sisters Tavern. They were able to purchase new furniture and a second outfit, thanks to a gift from the palace for Lil's role in saving the world.
You know, possibly I was able to chip some of that, in because we skimped on the wedding.
Lil vowed to never set foot in the guard shed again. All she wanted was a proper childhood, and to even sometimes throw rocks at things. With that being said, our new Goblin Ball season is upon us, and Hamish has been trying to wear her down. He lives in hope that she's got at least one more shift in her.
No, Hamish, you need to stop gambling.
What about old Echo the Wanderer, you ask? Well, that's me! I'll continue to chronicle the happenings of the sprawl, from the migration of the birds to the illegal fish fights down at the docks. So remember, when you get a snoot full of pungent peace blossom in your nose, I'll be there. When you overorder pizza at your place of business and people are invited to take some home, I'll be there. And when the next calamity threatens the lives of the good people of the sprawl, I'll be there.
And there's another sequel idea.
You still here? It's over. Go home. Well, I guess you are home. But in case you're not, go!